I think there's a long tradition in American journalism of not insulting large groups of our readership, and I think there's been a general sense for quite a while since the Danish cartoons in 2005 that we weren't going to show these out of respect for Muslim readers and people in our community.
But there will be people who say this is a sort of self-censorship and that we're caving into the terrorists when we don't do that, when we don't show what the dispute is all about.
Well, you can call it self-censorship. I think we would call it editing. We make these kinds of decisions every single day about other less hot-button issues. For instance, we don't show the bodies of American soldiers killed in war. We don't show traffic accidents. We don't show nudity. We don't show pornography. So in some sense, this fits into the same kind of topic as well.
But there will be people who say, why don't we let the readers judge when there is a controversy like we see right now about whether this is insulting or not?
We make the judgments for our readers every single day by the photos we select, by the stories we select, by the way we write our stories. You know, obviously readers are free to get information anywhere they can. They don't have to come to us. But we are the proxy for our readers, and we are the ones who edit the newspaper for their consumption.
Why do you think there is sort of a more reluctant sense in America about showing these things when you compare it to, for instance, Europe?
I think there's a long tradition journalistically about our plurality of our readership, about the diversity of our readership. We've never really been in the business of doing things that might be gratuitously insulting. I think there is a religious respect here, a more conservative religious culture here than there is in Europe, and I think that kind of guides our decisions. It's obviously quite a cultural difference between us and Europe, and goes back a very long way.
But do you not understand some of the issues that, you know, as it is, you know, some people say right now, this is about the right to free speech. Don't you understand that battle as well?
Of course we do. We also have a long tradition of free speech in America, but free speech gives us the right not to do things as well as to do things. No one tells us what we can and cannot do. We make the decisions based on a number of factors, including, as I said, how our readers will receive the kind of information we're putting out. But the government doesn't tell us, religious groups don't tell us. We get feedback all the time, and we're trying to be respectful for everyone. Meanwhile, by balancing that against the news value of what's available. And in the case of the latest Charlie Hebdo cartoon, we did decide to run that. The decision was made here at the Post that this was not a deliberately insulting or provocative cartoon, and that we were going to run this one, whereas we decided not to run the previous ones. Now that's subjective. These decisions are all subjective, but that was the thinking behind it.